This demonstration will show how to add video to the floating sphere op art technique. As you can see, I finished connecting all of my notches and making the grid in the background of the artwork. And now I need to add color. You are going to pick two different colors in this artwork. Colors that are not similar, okay, or very different from each other. They're not both light, they're not both dark, they're not in the same color family. So I chose one green and one yellow. I believe it's easiest to mark your squares or your checkerboard grid first with the color so that you make sure you don't make a mistake as to where you're adding color. So the greens, for instance, are always going to be diagonal from one another, never right underneath. So this one will be green, I will skip one. So every time I have a yellow, under it will be a green. I'm skipping over the sphere. And now in my next row, the one below this one will not be green because we don't want one above and below being the same color. So I'm going diagonal from it. And I am marking down to my next row. I'm going diagonal from this to start. And I'm going to continue all the way down the paper. Then I will know that my blank squares will be yellow, the ones marked will be green. You want to make sure when you are adding color, you leave nice, crisp, straight edges. You don't want to color inside of another box. You don't want to color outside of your lines. And you want the color to be uniformed. Uniformed means each square is an even color. There aren't light sections and then dark sections. They are all the same value or lightness and darkness. The next one would be yellow. Some people find it easier to color all of their boxes in one color and then all of the others. So for instance, I could do all of my green squares and then all of my yellow squares. Or you could alternate back and forth. When you get to your circles, the pattern remains the same where you are alternating colors. You are going to choose one color to start with, and that first shape will be that color. You are then switching to the next color. You're going back to your original color and then back to the next color. The row under it, I am alternating. So under the yellow, now I have green. Then I have yellow. Then I have green. And then yellow. And then green. And then again switching. So under the green would be a yellow. And then green. Yellow, green, yellow, green, and so on until you get the sphere or the circle colored completely. And by coloring it this way with the straight shapes in the background, it will give the illusion of your circle looking like a sphere, a three-dimensional shape, like it is floating in space. I would then repeat this on the bottom circle also after the entire background was colored in.